Today we're going through every single season of Fortnite to find the absolute worst item that was added. I've been playing since the start, so I've experienced all of these terrible weapons, useless gadgets and disappointing mythics firsthand. And we've got to start at Season 1 with the smoke grenade. Season 1 introduced many classic items, but smoke grenades were completely mid. No thermal weapons existed yet, players were still learning, so a tactical high skill item like this went unused. Nobody understood how to utilize them properly. Season 2, Cupid's crossbow. This was added during the Valentine's Day update, alongside great items like boogie bombs and minis, but every crossbow version ever added was terrible. Hard to use, only a few players got eliminations with them, and regular snipers were always just a much better choice. Season 3, the OG vending machines. Now you hear me out, the weapons were great this season, but vending machines were extremely expensive. 500 brick or metal for a legendary weapon was insane, when farming rates were lower and there was no siphon. Nobody could afford them. Season 4, shopping carts. Between shopping carts and apples at least gave 5 health. Shopping carts were purely memes, our first vehicle but completely joke tier. Never used effectively in ways that actually helped you win. Season 5, suppressed AR. Almost all new items were useful this season, but suppressed weapons barely provided advantages in-game. This AR was very inaccurate with insane bloom, less damage than regular ARs, nobody preferred using this. Season 6, 6-shooter. Between chiller traps, which had some mobility use, and the 6-shooter, this cowboy themed weapon was purely for aesthetics. Way better weapons existed that season, there was no real reason to use it unless it was your only option. Season 7, bottle rockets. Getting eliminations with these was nearly impossible. Just an obnoxious item for breaking builds occasionally. Never seen highlights or clips with these. They were added purely for the New Year's theme, and they were quite cool, but they just weren't that effective. Season 8, banana. Lots of useful stuff added, but banana had to be the worst. Just 5 health, only worth using in Storm, pretty underwhelming addition. Season 9, the old burst SMG. Not the Chapter 5 version, the original was terrible. High bloom, low damage, low structure damage, felt clunky and slow. Everyone used P90s, regular SMGs, or ARs instead. Season X, automatic sniper rifle. Between this and Zapper Trap, the auto sniper was worst of everything. Bad at being a sniper, and bad at being an AR. It was like the first really bad DMR, with bullet travel making shots hard to land. Moving on to Chapter 2 now. So for Season 1, we have got the Rusty Can. The E11 blaster was bad, but mythic rarity. The Rusty Can was just throwing your pickaxe at someone for 10 to 20 damage. Created some memes, but not enough to justify existing. Season 2, Deadpool hand cannons. Cardboard boxes at least helped sometimes. These mythic hand cannons were not very good. You had to eliminate the Deadpool boss, and they healed 3 HP per hit, which is pretty much nothing, and they were very inaccurate. At first, they were quite fun to use, but they were definitely, looking back, the worst mythic of the chapter. Season 3, Firefly Jars. These weren't bad items, just worst of a great season. They could set builds on fire, do 40 damage plus fire effect, good pressure tool, but everything else added was just way better. Season 4, Fire Trap. The Marvel season had OP weapons, but the Fire Trap disappointed after Spike Trap removal. Only 50 damage, slower and clunkier than a Spike Trap, nobody used it. Season 5, the Predator cloaking device. The leather shotgun was bad, but the Predator's mythic was way worse. You had to defeat the boss for invisibility. That wasn't really invisible, just hard to see. Long animation, never caught anyone off guard. Fortnite's first terrible invisibility attempt. Season 6, Hunter's Cloak. The makeshift weapons were bad, but this stands above all. Crafted with meat and stink sack to tame animals easier. Who wastes inventory slot on this? Animals weren't hard to tame anyway. Season 7 Alien Nanites. Between Reagan and Nanites, these created zero gravity zones that weren't helpful, could catch people off guard, but sometimes eliminated you when floating awkwardly. Very awkward to use. Season 8 The Dual Fiend Hunters. If one crossbow wasn't enough, then make it two. Did more damage to sideways NPCs, but terrible against players. Didn't even help much against the cube zombies. Moving on to chapter 3. So for season 1, the Guzzle Juice. It's hard to pick the worst from a great season. The Guzzle Juice was useful, healed to full if no damage taken, but you couldn't use it in the storm. Any damage stopped healing. Wasted potential with all the powerful weapons added. Season 2, the Repair Torch. Useful for repairing tanks and vehicles, but way better items existed. Just not impactful enough compared to other additions. Season 3, the Charged SMG. Between 2-shot shotgun and DMR, this was the worst weapon ever added. SMGs should be fast and reliable, not charged up. Even fully charged, it was terrible with insane recoil. Season 4 Howler Claws. The chrome weapons weren't terrible, but Howler Claws got removed after 2 weeks for not working properly. You could scan the area every 30 seconds and swing a bit, but they were very mid. Nobody really got eliminations with these, or even bothered picking them up. For chapter 4 now, season 1 we've got the Falcon Scout. Great items like Kinetic Hammer and Excalibur added. The Guardian Shield was somewhat useful, but Falcon Scout was ignored in normal games. Good in competitive for information, but not useful in regular matches. Season 2 DC-15, another bad Star Wars mythic. The later version was good, but the chapter 4 version was terrible. Very inaccurate, low damage, only had infinite ammo going for it. Season 3 Wasp Jars. Between Thermal DMR, Kinetic Boomerang, and Cloak Gauntlets, Wasp Jars were most useless. They did 8 damage in small radius, didn't follow players, absolutely awful. And for season 4, the Havoc Assault Rifle. This made the Twin Mag the go-to choice every time. Worse than Scar, worse than Hammer in every possible way. Low fire rate, low damage, poor accuracy, even the mythic version was mid. Chapter 5 Season 1, the EMP Stealth Camo. Good items and medallions added, but this was gimmicky. Stealth wasn't fully invisible, rarely caught people off guard, another invisibility failure. Season 2, the aspect of combat medallion. Between this and Wookiee Bowcaster, the medallion was worse. Gave 1% damage boost to ARs and ranged weapons, shows location to everyone for 1% more damage, a terrible trade-off. Season 3, the Combat Shotgun. Car seasoned with powerful additions, but Combat Shotgun was worst when compared to regular Pump and Gatekeeper Shotgun. Not terrible alone, but clearly the inferior option. And for Season 4, Birthday Medallion. This gave random balloons while playing that usually got you eliminated, added just for Fortnite's birthday celebration, but it was a really bad implementation. And moving on to the final chapter, so for chapter 6 season 1 we've gone with the Oni shotgun. The Fire Oni mask was bad, but the Oni shotgun was disappointing. Got me eliminated so many times and I barely got any elims with it. Expected better from Oni themed weapons. Season 2, Greed Boon. The Golden Llama wasn't terrible, but worst boon was Greed. Extra gold from containers. The season had 5,000 gold regularly, so extra gold was pointless by the time you got this boon. Season 3, Star Wars season, we have got the Phasma Medallion. Reduces overheating and increases cooldown speed for weapons, but the difference is completely unnoticeable. Overall, this was a terrible medallion. And lastly, the current season, Chapter 6, Season 4, we have got the Fury Assault Rifle. Compared to other weapons in this season, the Fury AR was regularly outclassed in almost every meta role, including damage, range, and utility. So there you have it, the worst item from every single Fortnite season. What do you think of my choices? Did I miss any obvious worst items, or do you disagree with my picks? Let me know in the comments below. And for now, there's a load more videos on screen here. Make sure to click another one to keep on watching, and I'll see you over there.